TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Planetbase. And in today's episode, it is our final episode for this season, and you're probably wondering why, when you look at that top right-hand corner and you notice that we're only at 159 population. So, I'll explain everything. So, the game is actually becoming really challenging at the moment, and it's come to the point where 300 population is possible, but it's going to take such a long time to do that I feel like it's more better just starting off a new season, and I can work on this off camera. So as you can see, I have started a changing the starport area. This feels really loud in my ears. So I've changed the starport area, and I'm actually going to cancel traders at the moment. I really don't need you. I'm just going to dismiss you and such. But yeah, as you can see, the big starports caused a big issue. So the intruders have gotten too out of hand. The issue comes down to our base. When we look at prestige, we're at almost 600, we're 543, and that causes a lot of issues when it comes to intruders. Intruders come in big waves when the starports open. They'll vary between 9 and 12 every time, and they'll kill anywhere between sometimes it could be 5 or it could be 15, or sometimes I've had massacres of up to 60 people, and it's brutal, especially when they all stand in one clump and they're all standing in one pretty much block and they travel together, and you got 12 people shooting at once. One gunner ain't gonna get through to that, and it wipes out. I got really close to 300. I actually got up to I think it was 278 or 279. And then they just wiped me out to literally this number. It happened just before recording because I was just finishing off in this area. I started building our second biodome area, and all this is starting to get done. But I kind of just got to the point where it took me so long. It's actually taken me days to get up to that point, because it takes so long because you have to pretty much bring in colonists. But then you have to stop your colonist growth of what you want and then put it back to guards, because the guards just get mutilated every second time an intruder comes. I'll have 70 guards, and then I can get one big wave that will take me down to 10. It's brutalizing, it really is. It makes it a really hard game to play when it's like this, and I feel like I probably didn't grow my other jobs and colonists fast enough. I really should try and grow the colonists quickly, and we'll do that in the next season as well. I'll probably try and shoot them up really quickly and then just keep them at a balanced level and always try and keep it around the 270s, just because to build it back up before, I've gotten lower than 164. I've been down to actually 70 colonists. It's twice that it's happened. That one was worse than this one because it got me so low, but I think I was only around about 200 when I went down to 70, and I went from 270 something to 160, so it's over 110 slaughter pretty much. And it gets to the point where they kill all your guards, and then you have no point but to put it on red and get all your colonists running at them, and they got fists, and they ain't gonna hurt them much, and you got 12 intruders or 10 intruders standing all in one spot, shooting, they just mow down everyone. So that's why I've made the, executive decision to stop this season, because in my mind, I was pretty close to 300. I know it's achievable. I probably will do it off camera, just in free time when I'm playing, because I do want to finish off building in this area to double our base, because it is a very big base, and I might show it off maybe at the end of the last season or something. Maybe end of last season, after it's all finished, we'll go back through each map and show them all off again. But there is a way that you can restrict the intruders, because I was looking in ways of trying to restrict it and smart ways to design around it. People say do the starport, try and avoid these as much as you can, try and focus on these even though they're annoying. You can use the starports if you do this other way, which is pretty much, you have your starports and then you build buildings all the way around it, so they have nowhere to go but that one airlock. And then in that one airlock, all you have to do is when you see intruders land, you just block it. You just lock it up and say there's no access. Then all they have a choice to do is stand there and die, and they'll suffocate. It's the best way of getting around it. So next season I will design some sort of starport that's encased by buildings. So I guess maybe it'd be a better idea to have the starport in the center of our design, and everything goes around it, instead of always having it off the edge next to our power supply, because the moment I block these, they'll walk over this way, or they'll walk out this way. If I had this encased like somewhere in the center here, they'd just suffocate. So that's the plan, and I definitely don't think we need as many of these. Maybe at best we'll have 2 of them and 2 of them, because even though I have all of these, at best I only ever get 2. I think very rarely you get 3 ships at a time, so there's no point having 6 or 7 landing pads and starports, because it's just a waste of materials and waste of space, really. So yeah, so anyway, like, the base has expanded reasonably well. Like, if they didn't massacre me just then, I probably would have kept on going, but I think after just recovering from the last massive massacre, getting it really high, and then that again, it's just, it's a roll of the dice. It's either I can do it this time and slowly build it up over the next few days, because really I'm going up 1 colonist at a time, and every time I get like maybe 3 or 4 colonists, then intruders come of packs of 5 or 6 with just these open, and they still will kill anywhere between 1 and 5 guards. So every colonist I'm bringing in is getting replaced by deaths of guards, and I'll be stagnant at around 160, 170 for quite a while. It slowly creeps. So that being said, I really have enjoyed this season. I know a few people might be a bit upset that I am ending it so abruptly, and I would like to finish it, but as I said, like, I want to focus on all the channel's content equally, and this has got to the point where it's just bother, and in the end it's 1 milestone. I know the whole point of the series was that we can get all milestones, and it's the only one that's stopping us. So in the end, if we miss 1 milestone, we miss 1 milestone. But I swear to God, if this here is intruders, then yeah, screw the game. No, it was 1 worker. So yeah, like, in the end, as I said, I'll maybe do it off camera, or I might not, I don't know. But this will be the last episode for Season 3 of Planetbase, and we will look forward to moving on to the last and final map and final season, Season 4. And hopefully we can do a better job at blocking off intruders. Intruders are the big issue. They, I think the intruders get worse and worse as you get through the game as well, on the harder maps. Because the last 2 seasons, like, yeah, they were spot of bother, but they haven't been this annoying. And I feel like, I don't know if this is the highest we've gotten prestige. I'll need to look into that. But yeah, it's just, it's annoying. So, on that note, I'm going to end this season. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know I've enjoyed this map. This has probably been one of our best laid out maps. I really like the new style, how we've kind of changed, instead of doing these big wards of like dorms and that we kind of spread them out. I think that will stay as well. I need to look into how these work a bit better, because even though I've got people, I need to do like almost more control centers, but for telescopes, so we need to look into spreading them a bit more further out through our base as well. We've definitely changed our building style when it comes to the dorms and linking the bases through oxygen generators. I think that was also a waste of materials and a waste of time. So hopefully when we hit that final season, we'll have a good finalized successful base layout, really, which will be really nice. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this episode in the season. So as usual, thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the final season. So catch you later, guys.